One of the quickest ways for God to get our attention is to do something that's disrupting in our life, disrupts our plans. He forces us to slow down and to focus more on Him. We saw it at 9/11. We're seeing it today when the circumstances we're in, not only in this country, but around the world. So let's talk about that today on your morning cup of inspiration. You know, tragedies and defeats and disappointments, extreme circumstances like the ones that we're in right now, it disrupts our life. It disrupts our lifestyle. It disrupts our pattern of living. And it reminds me of like in the Tower of Babel. It's these people made plans without God. They planned on building this tower. If a flood was going to come, it wasn't going to wipe out the earth anymore, the people of it. They wanted to build a tower to the heavens, but their intention was to be like God. They wanted to be God. They wanted to be gods. They didn't want to serve God. They wanted to be God. And God stopped that. You saw what happened there in Genesis 11, 1 through 9, the story of the Tower of Babel. But Jeremiah 29:11 tells us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." Jeremiah 29:11 tells us right there. But when God gets our attention, I believe He wants to know what our intentions are. So now that God has our attention, what is our intentions? You know, Proverbs 16, 1 through 4 tells us the intentions of the heart belong to a man, but the answer of the tongue comes from the Lord. All a person's ways seems right in his own opinion, but the Lord evaluates the motives. Commit your works to the Lord, and your plans will be established. The Lord has worked everything for His own ends, even the wicked for the day of disaster. See, it begs the question, now that God has our attention, what are our intentions? See, over in 2 Timothy 2:15, the Bible tells us, "Do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who has no need to be ashamed, rightly handling the word of truth." I'm going to ask myself this question today, and I'm going to pray I come up with the right answer, that God is working in my life, that I really feel that He has. But I pray that you'll ask it too. Now that God has my attention, what are my intentions? God bless everyone. I look forward to seeing you again for another morning cup of inspiration. Have a wonderful day.